Being a professional, to me, is really an all-encompassing thing. It's not just about the actions you take in a business meeting. It's not just about how you interact with your classmates. It's all-encompassing. It's your written work. It's the emails you send, the text messages you send, the phone calls you make.
Professionalism and my professional identity are both incredibly important to my practice. It's one of the most important reasons as to why colleagues, peers, and clients trust me with their legal matters.
Being a professional is really making sure you take the time to edit your work. Your written work needs to be polished. It needs to be organized. It needs to be formal when you're dealing with people in a capacity where they're going to be reviewing your admission application or making a decision about you and your future.
Professionalism is very important. It starts today. So respect others and respect yourself as an attorney.
We are known by our word. Our word is our bond. Our word is our stock and trade. And if you can't trust my stock and trade, you can't trust my word, then I'm worth nothing to you and I'm worth nothing to my clients.
We're taught to write a letter when we're in elementary school using greetings and salutations. Recently we have a student who sent an email to the Associate Dean for Academic Affairs and Professor of Law, "Hey Mike," instead of "Dear Dean, Alan." And we all got a little bit of a laugh over it because it was funny, but it was so unprofessional. And when I called the student on it in a very nice way, he was mortified.
Being a lawyer is all about knowing people, how to work with people, how to interact with them, and being the best professional that I can be is really going to be what sets me apart from being just an average attorney and being an excellent one.
When you create your first LinkedIn account or your first Facebook account, you begin to establish yourself, your social identity online. You establish a digital footprint. So everything that goes online, your photographs, your snarky posts, your uncensored Twitter feed, all of that can be found and can haunt you.
The Student Leadership Development Committee and the Student Bar Association, that enables you to connect with peers who are like-minded and professional.
As an emerging professional, you have to take control of your public persona. You have to remember that people are always judging you, like it or not. They're looking at you saying, do I want to hire this person? Is this person going to fit well in my office, in my law firm, in my college of law?
Building your professional identity, it's really about leading a well-rounded life of integrity. And so I think one of the best things you can do is just consistently have the self-discipline to ask yourself, am I making the best decision here?
An old quote from Dave Barry, he said that if someone is nice to you, but they're rude to the waiter, they're not a nice person. To me, that's what it means to be a professional, is that you're going to treat people properly and appropriately, regardless of the situation and regardless of who they are and what they might have to offer you.
Being a professional is very important, and we have to learn that right from the very beginning of our careers, well before we even start earning a paycheck. How you treat the secretaries and the administrative assistants in any organization is just as important as how you treat your supervisors. Respect is probably one of the most important elements of being a professional.
Employers are looking at you to see if you have a level of professionalism that establishes whether or not they can put you in front of a client. Who you surround yourself with, the firm that you work for, the company that you keep, all plays into your professional reputation. I had another student recommend me to a hiring partner, which was a big deal just based off of my reputation. Those are opportunities that you're going to miss if you haven't built your reputation in a positive way, starting from day one of law school.
One of the important things to do when you're applying to graduate and professional school, law school, is to acknowledge and to own up to the things that might not have gone so well in your past. So when it comes to explaining anything that has a negative in your application, always accept responsibility. Give us the details. Be candid. Don't try to hide anything. It looks so much better when you share the true situation, the true circumstances, and give us the documentation immediately than passing the buck and making it look like the situation was somebody else's fault.
By definition, lawyers are part of a profession that requires a higher level of expectations from our clients and from the community. The legal profession is very adversarial, and we have to be able to be adversarial and sometimes confrontational, but in a way that's professional.
Being a professional is sometimes about dealing with difficult situations, and it's always about how you handle a difficult situation. Do you lose your temper, or do you take control of yourself, take a deep breath, and deal with the situation in a kind, calm, respectful manner?
It's all about justice, and it's all about meeting the needs of the client. It's not about me personally or my personality. It's about I'm a voice for someone else, and I need to be a professional in being a voice for someone else. It's been one of the most important aspects of my career.
How to dress professionally, how to answer a phone professionally, how to type a professional email, how to draft a memo. All of these skills are absolutely essential in your professional life, and it's never too soon to develop them.